Nerd. Nerd.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Alright, quest.
Okay.
I gather you guys came here along the highway, yeah? What happened to run into that thing along the way, did you? What thing? Talk about the huge Zoogle that flies around the skies, occasionally dropping down to attack both people and Zoogles alike. It attacks even Zoogles? Now that's something you don't meet every day. Yeah, this guy's really something. Even the uniforms here have a hard time dealing with it. I even tried putting a bounty on it to sweeten the pot. You could say, but everyone's just about giving up on it.
Got it.
But it could. In case, we'll handle it. I'm sure we'll find a way to get rid of it. Really think you have what it takes? I mean, you all look capable. Don't get me wrong, but you got this. Don't worry. As a matter of fact, we got someone here who can practically shoot down flying Zoogles with their eyes closed.
That's great.
You mean Shion? I don't think she's going to appreciate you volunteering her for this. Well, if you think you can handle it, that'd be great. You'll find it flying around Transilda Highway. Normally it'll leave you alone, but if it sees a fight break out, that's when it swoops in to cause trouble. Meaning that the only way to attract his attention is we fight some other Zoogles first. You've got it. It's a pain in the butt, to be sure, but a clever pain in the butt at that. Well, we're off to go hunt it. Better have that bounty ready by the time we get back. Take me. That's not an N for nerd.
All right. What are you gonna use the prize money for?
What else? Eating until my stomach bursts.
That sounds right up Shion's alley.
Hey, Garthman, shouldn't you be working? I don't know what it's like in the realm you come from, but here in and see everything's peaceful. There's zero chance of anything bad happening. Well, yeah, thanks to that, thanks to the Lord, life is nice for all of us. I was gonna break if I slack off. Unless the reason the city is so peaceful is because you Renan soldiers are around. All the young kids idolize you. So don't shatter their illusions, please. Got a silver tongue, mister. Fine, I'll make this drink my last.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
I'll do it. Excuse me, sir. You appear to be a stranger to these parts, yes?
Right.
Yeah, we came from out of town. Why? I apologize for a sudden... sudden proposition, but you wouldn't happen to have any granite fangs on the person by any chance, would you? They come from the tusk of war zoogles that you can find outside of town.
Hmm?
You're looking for zoogle tusks? How come? To make weapons out of them?
That can't be.
Oh, nothing like that. See, those tusks change color when they detect poison. Eating utensils made from those tusks are quite popular at Antilina Palace, so I was hoping to stock up on more of them. What is someone worried they're being poisoned? Rena is a society that respects its heritage. It's hard to me to imagine anyone actually trying to poison a noble. Likewise, I've never heard of such a thing taking place. However, it's tradition at the palace to offer the tusk as something of a curio. I tried to ask the gentlemen for their assistance, but they unfortunately appear to be occupied with more pressing matters. Hence, if you happen to have any granite fangs, I wish to ask you hand me 4 of them.
How's this?
Sure, we can stand to give away that many. Wonderful. Thank you so very much, kind sir. I have enough to make more utensils. It's you. Who's in there? Just wondering, did you lose that fight with a lawnmower? I did.
Wow.
I lost a game at the Sandlot. What are you doing, you two nerds? First, please feel free to visit me whenever you have a moment to spare. I'd love it if you could maybe also turn some of those tusks into what?
Hey!
Alpin. Never mind. I think we're going to head out now. Very well. Thank you again for your generosity.
Zoogle fangs would make great weapons.
Thanks,
You
bro.
need to stop this fixation with weapons.
But you're the same way about food. Are you planning to stop that?
Your armor rocks, big guy. Let me wear it. Our armor is certainly something even a Danon like you could wear. You just need to grow into it first. I'll work hard to grow up big and strong. Big and strong, then, promise. You're right. Yeah, right. Not gonna be I'm not gonna be live for long because I got work tomorrow, early in the morning. Did all those people move here? Dad says that people used to have to carry lots of heavy and dangerous stuff. I don't know if I believe that. I can't imagine that kind of stuff even happening.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help. Hopefully it's nothing that'll...
Oh god, is this...
What's wrong?
Hey, are you okay? Wait, you're the foodie we ran into before, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, well, hello there, Blazing Sword. I haven't... in... this little deal. Needless to say, I'm hungry. Again? Oh, give the man some of those mushrooms you just picked.
Ah!
Yeah, you never learn anything, do you? What sort of wretched fungus are you trying to stuff down my throat? I don't know, I think they're pretty good.
How?
I wish I shared your unfounded courage, my boy. Anyway, that's besides the point. I'm here in Venison, no, Vicent, on important business. Through careful investigation and some sneaking around, I've acquired a top secret recipe from other than the palaces. However, short on ingredients, could I ask you all to hear what I need? What I need more for?
Huh?
Back up a little. What was that you said about sneaking around? Before I answer that, tell me, enjoy meat? Heck yeah, I do. Doesn't. Well, the recipe I pilfered in is none other than for a beef stew. A first-rate dish that's all about its meat.
Hey!
So you did steal the recipe, is what you're saying. But what if I did? Who cares? Now, what do you say? Will you gather what I need or not? Alpha, pretty sure this guy's breaking the law. Eh, he only uncovered a recipe from the palace. I don't think that quite makes him a criminal. Precisely, I simply took that I learned from those snake eyes I saw in Sicilia and put it to use in the name of fine cuisine. Am I really hearing this? What I need is meat and potatoes, as well as mushrooms and tomatoes. You'll get those for me, won't you?
Right.
Yep, would you? You already got what you're looking for.
Nice work.
In that case, I need you to follow this recipe here. Cook me a beef stew right away. Why are you making me cook again? Can't wait to see how this turns out, Alpin. Come on. Isn't the stew ready yet?
Right.
Sorry, Laws. Says here I have to let it simmer for 5 hours.
No way.
5 hours? Beef one. The beef would have tasted perfectly fine if we just grilled it up real quick.
I don't believe this.
That's how you're going to act, boy. Then you can forget about having any.
Great.
Alright, looks like it's done now.
Very nice.
Oh ho! Look at that beautiful dish. It smells just as divine, too. Now to see how it tastes.
What?
What? This is absolutely exquisite. I'm in heaven. Truly, this is a golden age of cooking we live in.
I guess.
Doesn't really tell us anything about how it actually tastes. I'll say, I feel like his reaction is even more dramatic than last time.
Law.
Oh well, why don't you try some next, Law?
Yeah!
Sure, I'll have some.
Whoa!
Holy crap, this meat is so tender. I feel like it's gonna melt right in my mouth. The sauce is so rich and packed with the taste of the meat and veggies. It's the whole unbelievably deep flavor.
Is that?
Veggies too, they're so meaty and tasty, just way they are. They make for a really nice complimentary side dish.
Oh, this is bad. Real bad.
Whoever came up with this meal really thought every dish through. I can see why the palace was serve it. No, Guardino, you could take a page out Law's book when it comes to actually explaining how something tastes. You people don't understand anything. All that boy does is flap his jaws, listen, you uncultured oaf. Flavor is something you express with your whole body. No, your very soul. Were you watching that? Did you see how I moved? With every fiber of my being? Open your eyes wide and burn this next sight into your brain. Ready? Absolutely.
Just great.
I get it, I get it. I was wrong. No need to get all worked up about it.
Yes.
Putting that aside, my palate and stomach are utterly satisfied. I can now leave this realm with no regrets. Time I leave in search of even greater cuisines. Farewell, my culinary comrade. What a nerd.
Man, that was amazing! No wonder the old man was so gung-ho about it.
See? What did I tell you?
Sheila, you've got sauce on your face.
That's sour. Curious about what I'm wearing? Believe this is myself if you'll believe it. Nowadays, we Danans get paid a fair wage for the work we do. It's all thanks to Lord Dohalim.
I still can't believe I'm seeing Danins and Renans getting along.
You never know. It could all be an act on orders from the Renans.
To what end? It would be an incredible amount of effort just to fool us.
Let's check out more of the city. There's probably places we haven't seen yet.
In the city with Dean.
My dad's working in the quarry today. So's mine. I'm gonna help him when I grow up.
Looks like Danans are working in the quarry.
Let's go check it out.
So, do any of you know anything about Lord Dohalim?
I think I remember hearing something back in Sislodan about how he fights using a rod.
A rod?
I don't know the details, but from what I gather, he swings a long rod around and uses it to stab and smack people from afar. I think there's also something he does with, like, trees or grass or something? I forget.
Grass?
Bear in mind that Elda Menancia harvests Earth astral energy. It would be no surprise for him to have some sort of control over plants.
So basically the point is we know nothing about the guy. Wish we weren't going in completely blind.
Across here is a resume quarry. Free to visit, but try not to fall into the grinder. And ground up to bits is no way to go. Yeah. Up it as is Kalani Wood. So outside our patrol area, and it's dangerous there. So stay away. Alright, going in the quarry.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. Could I please take the day off?
Oh, that's terrible. Rest up and try not to strain yourself. I'll let the others know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, how's it going, Judd?
Everybody seems so happy working here.
And it seems like the soldiers are there to actually protect them rather than keep an eye on them.
I don't get it. How can it be like this?
Halt! I presume you're Alphen, of Orbis Calaglia? I'm Captain Kisara of the Eldemenencia Guard.
Just Kisara? No last name would make you a Danon.
So it does. Is that a problem?
The guard. Wait, so you're saying the Lord of Eldemenencia has Danons protecting him?
In this country, Danon guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone who enlists does so of their own free will.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
That makes no sense. Don't your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live as a free person? And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency, Lord Dohalim. I feel no shame. But all of that aside, I came seeking you, Alphen, at Lord Dohalim's behest. He wishes an audience with you.
With us?
Indeed, he awaits you at Autolina Palace. That is, if you choose to accept. I am here only as a messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
All right. We'll meet your lord.
Very well. I shall return and deliver your acceptance. Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Before you go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Danon laborers.
Nothing else?
There's a Danon medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off limits, even to guardsmen.
That was odd. Why do you think this Dohalim would want to see us?
It's probably a trap.
Still, they already know we're here. Not like we can start being stealthy now. We might as well listen to what he has to say.
Hey, are you sure about going? What if it's a trap?
That's no reason to back out now.
Law's right. I get your concern, but we should buckle down.
That Kisara woman. She sounded pretty smug about serving Dohalim, didn't she?
She still has a run-in for a boss. How is that any different from being a slave?
Renan society is a meritocracy. To us, it's seen as natural that those who sit at the top rule over the rest.
It's the same old wall as the rest of Dana at the end of the day, just with a different coat of paint.
I guess it can change people's attitudes if they can at least serve someone they respect.
But they're still being deceived. It's obvious that's what's happening.
On the one hand, her loyalty really did seem... But on the other hand, Calaglia had its fair share of Danons who just accepted Renan rule because it was all they'd ever known. With that in mind, it can be hard to tell if her loyalty truly came about on its own, or if it's just the result of years of subjugation.
Who knows? It might clear some things up if we hear what Dohalim has to say.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make our way to the palace.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
I just don't get it. The Danans have endured years of suffering. How could they just turn around and trust the Renans all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. Guess they must have a pretty good reason, right?
Like what? What could erase 300 years of pain and suffering?
Maybe it's precisely because they suffered for so long that they see Dohalim as something of a savior.
Hey, whose side are you on here, Alphen?
Relax, Rinwell. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't jump to assumptions about these people until we know more about the situation.
I just don't get it.
I guess that towering structure at the center is the palace.
You think it's dangerous to go inside?
It's not a question of danger. We're going inside regardless.
Hey!
Dohalim is currently busy onto it. Such I must ask for you to wait until he finishes his business. Once preparations are complete, I'll lead the way.
Pretty fancy place they got here.
There's no way this isn't a trap.
Your guests, my lord.
Thank you, Kisara. You're the wielder of the blazing sword, the liberator of Calaglia. You do dress humbly for someone of such grandeur. But where are my manners? I am the ruler of Elda Menencia. I'm Lord Dohalim Ilkaris.
If you know who we are, then you know how strange it is to invite us into your palace.
I thought I'd clear up your misconceptions before things could escalate. What do you say? You did come here to defeat me, did you not?
Perhaps, and what if we did? Are you planning to fight us here?
I don't think that will be necessary. After all, I imagine you've taken in a fair amount of his scent by this point. Have you come across even one slave being abused? Soldiers killing for sport? Suffering of any form? I would hazard that you have not. For I have liberated Menencia from its suffering and brought joy to its people. But if these results are not enough to stay your sword... I commend you for your boldness, but it won't work on me. Still, your would-be assassination cannot go unpunished.
Alphen!
Fair enough. to host you for dinner. We shall continue our talk then. Kelzelik,
Yes, my lord.
please escort our guests if you would be so kind.
As you wish, sire.
That's what you get for being so careless.
What I get? What were you thinking attacking him on your own?
What are you upset about? Our whole goal is supposed to be overthrowing the lords. Remember?
He could have been hurt.
And it wouldn't have been the first time either. What's gotten into you?
Hey, you do know that Alphen is really just worried about you, right?
He's worried?
I mean, that's what it looked like to me. But, maybe not.
It pains me to see that Renan cuisine isn't to your liking. I asked my chefs to prepare only the finest delicacies available. 2 wasted opportunities.
Why did you set the Danans here free when you took over?
But you are mistaken. You see, I may rule single-handedly, but on my own, even I cannot change the order of things. But what is within my power is the welfare of the people. The fostering of a mutual respect among the classes. This I can change.
Sounds a lot like the Danans are still oppressed, if you ask me.
Only in the sense they continue to serve as laborers, yes. However, I assure you they are fairly compensated for their efforts. This harmony we strive for is the current pinnacle of Renan-Danan coexistence.
Harmony and coexistence between the Renans and the Danans.
What about the crown contest? This doesn't exactly make you a shoo-in.
And yet, the Danans here are even more productive than when they used to face daily lashings. In any case, the crown contest is of little importance to me, and even less to Elda Menencia. You see, I have no interest in becoming sovereign.
Stop this! Please! It's over! Stop!
So, what the heck was he supposed to do? I'll never forgive you!
It is not by choice that one assumes the throne of a realm. But sovereign is a different matter entirely. I have no interest in playing their game.
Are you saying you'll withdraw from the contest?
I guess if you don't plan to ascend the throne, there's not much reason to harvest energy from Danins, is there?
Let the ambitious fight it out amongst themselves. All I care for is maintaining peace throughout my realm.
So what? Your personal desires are all that matter to you?
Take a look in the mirror. I may not play their games, but you have outright betrayed your own. You've torn down 2 of my fellow lords. What precisely is your aim? Spare me your answer. I care not for your reasons. Suffice it to say, I will not impede you. That said, should you threaten the peace of my realm, I will respond. I suggest you conclude your business and leave Menancia at your earliest convenience. Kelzelik. Our guests depart. Please see to their lodgings for the night.
I shall arrange for rooms for you all at a local inn. It is a short ways down the road. You may stay there for the night, after which I suggest you promptly make your departure.
There's a Borderlands movie?
Damn, look at how ritzy this place is.
Bet that haircut feels fire.
Don't you think you're being a little too relaxed?
So
Beanie.
you're the blazing sword of Calaglia now, huh? Come to think of it, I remember Ganabelt calling you that too.
I didn't know it was gonna be a Borderlands movie.
You're getting to be pretty famous among the lords.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing either.
What do you mean? That's something you should be proud of, if anything, Alphen. They're scared of you, man. You're a real badass.
It's not as simple as that, Law. The more well-known he is, the more people might come after him.
No, that's not what I'm worried about.
It isn't?
When people call me that, it feels like there's something hanging over me that shouldn't be there. It's hard to put into words, but it's something that doesn't feel like a part of me. Something I can't let be a part of me. Or else.
Well, I still think it's pretty amazing, but that's just me.
And my mom cut my hair. Thick nasty. Oh god. Look at Bun. Offense is a good shield and illustrated guide to shields. Shield is Doria. Whoever owns these books, like she. Whatever y'all think of him, personally, we guardsmen have sworn an oath of loyalty to serve and protect Lord Dole. Anyone who attempts to disrupt the peace and stability that our Lord has worked so hard to realize shall be met with no mercy. No mercy. No. Man, they clean everything. Late. The selection of books of etiquette, the titles alone make your posture go rigid. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh yeah, I got the master rank in Pokemon Unite. Woo! I'm back.
What's this thing?
What's this?
Do you really think we should trust accommodations from a Renin lord? How do we know it's safe?
Like we have any other choice. We can't go and set up camp outside of town at this hour.
Honestly, I'd still take that over staying here. What if they try to kill us in our sleep?
I doubt that's the case. His best chance to kill us would have been back at the palace. His true intentions aside, for now, at least we're in his good books.
Then we probably shouldn't test his patience. Let's find that inn and check in.
Interesting. All we ever got was a tattered blanket, a rock-hard bed, and well past its prime food.
What are you talking about?
What we got for our slave labor back in Calaglia. As you can tell, it wasn't much at all. Here, the Danans get the same basic amenities, but the quality is way better than anything we were given. Hell, apparently they even get time off to do what they want. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure how to take all this in.
Could it be that things were simply harsher in Calaglia compared to everywhere else?
It was the same in Cislodia, too. Our buildings and clothing were equipped to handle the cold, but that was the only difference. Working the floodlights was a form of punishment, so we didn't really get rewarded for anything that we did.
Yeah, you could be assigned to fix food or make daily necessities too, but when all was said and done, most of that stuff went to the Renins. There wasn't much in the way of compensation for any of that, so I'd say that Cyslodia and Calaglia were both pretty awful.
An Elder Menancia really is unusual.
To say the least. Hell, I might even go so far as to call it crazy. But the fact remains, Danans aren't free here.
Yeah, no matter how happy they look, they're still slaves.
I don't even know what to think right now. This is all way too much to deal with. It's giving me a headache.
Oh, wow. I know that. Who, the sound for, Hoodle is actually the voice actor of, Sally Brown from Charlie Brown. That's neat. Okay, Sweat.
So that was Lord Dolim, huh? He sure is.
Yeah, I just got Masters,
not like the other lords
right before I streamed.
now.
At first, he sounded like just some snobby royal, but he immediately shut down Shion's surprise attack. He's tougher than he looks.
Definitely. After all, he's a lord for a reason.
The food was pretty damn good, too.
Why are you two complimenting him? You just said it yourself, Alphen. He's a Renan lord.
Yeah, but he didn't act hostile towards us.
You're reading him wrong. He's acting indifferent. He's attempting to keep some distance between himself and everyone else. It's obvious.
What are we going to do then? Vicent seems to be legit peaceful. Are we just gonna do as he says and leave things be?
I'm not entirely sure. For now, I think it would be best for us to rest at the inn and think about our options.
He's not. A clay frick.
Welcome, fair travelers. Lord Dohalim's retainer told us to expect you. It is an honor for you to stay with us. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
This is better than I expected.
Hmm?
The room. It's nice.
Huh? Oh, yeah. It is pretty nice.
You okay, La? You're a million miles away.
Nah, it's weird. I felt strange ever since we arrived here. Can't seem to shake it. Maybe it's something about this place.
You're just tired. I'm feeling pretty sluggish myself.
You too? Seriously, you two? A word to the wise, our work here is far from over. Get yourselves together.
Sorry, but I need to call it a day. Let's meet back here tomorrow morning and see where things go from there. Sound good?
Sure, but keep an eye out for anything strange, okay? We still don't know how safe this place really is. Are you two feeling any better?
Yeah, a good night's sleep seems to have done the trick.
I wonder why we felt so out of it. You think it might have been because of all the food we ate?
You don't think they slipped something into our food, do you? That must be it.
If they were making an attempt on our lives, we'd know it by now. Though, on the other hand, they could be warning us off.
Come to think of it, you're at the meal, Rinwell. Aren't you starving?
Oh, I made myself something later.
You missed out. That was some mighty fancy grub they served yesterday.
What? And give the enemy a chance to poison me too? Are you crazy?
What's the big deal? Shion ate it too, remember? And we both tried the same stuff.
Well, maybe they laced it with poison that's only harmful to Danins, hmm?
That's enough, Rinwell.
A cat? Where'd it come from?
There's something on its collar. Hold on a sec.
I think it's trying to lead us somewhere.
I'm gonna follow it.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Hey! We're gonna lose track of that cat if we're not careful.
There it is!
Stay close. We're gonna lose it.
What's gotten into you, Law?
This might be the lead we've been waiting for.
Seriously?
Yeah. Some people train animals to act as messengers. They don't attract attention, see?
And you think that someone might be using that cat? To reach out and send us a message or something?
I could be wrong, but it's possible.
I'm impressed. I would never have thought of that.
I should know. We used to use them in Cyslodia.
She's so adorable.
You say something?
So, that black cat, do you think it works for someone?
I'm sure it does. It wouldn't try to lead us around like that if somebody didn't train it to.
I wouldn't know. I've never had one myself. If I did, it'd probably try to eat poor Hoodle.
I wonder who they are, though. I doubt this is Dohalim's work.
Yeah, he has no reason to do this. Although we can't rule out that it might be one of his lackeys either.
You think one of his subordinates is up to something?
That Dohalim guy is a pretty unusual character for a Renin, let alone for a lord. It's hard for me to imagine that they all agree with what he's doing. Maybe one of them plucked up the courage to go rogue.
Well, let's head further in. I'd like to figure out at least one of the mysteries of this place.
Where do you think it's trying to lead us?
Who knows? We should hurry. We don't want to lose it.
Whoever came up with this is pretty damn clever.
Yeah, it just looks like an ordinary cute cat.
We lost sight of the cat.
After the chase it's led us on, there's gotta be something up ahead.
Let's go farther in.
I get that underground forests aren't exactly something you see every day, but I really could have done without any Zoogles running around.
You said it. I get the city up top surrounded by castle walls, but now I won't be able to sleep easy knowing they're lurking underneath.
You have nothing to fear. Zoogles work for the Renans. There might be strays out here, but the other Zoogles won't let them get close.
Using Zoogles to keep watch over their own kind, huh? That would explain why we're not seeing any guards.
Yeah, which makes it that much easier for someone to hide around here, too.
Ah! Sorry, Shion. My foot slipped. Are you all right?
I should be asking you. What am I saying? Of course you're okay. It's easy to forget sometimes. If anybody else had been in your place, they'd be howling right about now.
Huh? Oh, right. You mean your thorns. Yeah, I'm, no worse for wear over here. Again, sorry for brushing you like that without warning.
Well, just be careful. Hey, Alphen?
Hmm?
Forget it. It's nothing. I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, okay.
What's with those two? Thank goodness we won.
Like this should be easy. Swallow blade, try harder. Slack. Swallow blade. Here I come. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. That training's paying off. Here I come. What's this? Not a chance.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
The reason the trees around here are so big is because of astral energy, right?
It's possible, but give them enough time and trees can get pretty big on their own without any extra help.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Say no more.
Barely a blip on our radar.
An opponent like this should be easy. Here I come.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Gotta break through. I'm on it. It's over. Swallow blade.
They may look cute and stuff, but they're big. This one's mine.
Flying freaks! Why can't they just
The tide of battle has
You
turned.
take care of that.
That's the power of comrades in arms. Comrades in arms.
What? Too sentimental?
Take this. Swallow blade.
None
Time to let it rip.
Amazing!
Shut up, Law. I'm trying to focus. Leave the enemy's art to me.
No complaints here!
Seems about right to me.
Whew. What a rush. An opponent like this should be easy. Swallow blade. I'm not done. Swallow blade. You're mine.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here,
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time. I need to be stronger.
Man, I'm famished.
Careful. We don't want to fall here.
Yeah, I doubt anyone would hear if we even called for help. Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Now you
Be
see
careful,
what I can do.
everyone.
Now you
This
make
one
quick
isn't
work.
normal. Want me to pick up your slack then?
just pointing it out.
These little ones are hard.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
First strike! All yours! Swallow blade! Take this!
Now! We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you.
Look sharp! Lightning fire blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it. There.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Try harder! Slide!
Here I go.
Slide! Swallow blade! Take this! I'll take you all on! Slide! Here I come! Swallow blade! I'm not through! Swallow blade! Slide! Swallow blade!
None shall escape. The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Comrades in arms.
What? Too sentimental? Anything in armor is all mine.
Take this! Strike!
You're
finished!
Sweet now.
Get on in
Flare
there!
tornado.
You're mine! Swallow blade!
Any injuries? Let's dispose of the trash.
I never miss!
Burn in hell! Slide! Here I come!
In here!
Swallow blade! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Damn it! I still got a ways to go. Gotta break through. Slide.
None shall
Here I
escape
come.
my judgment.
Not today. Slide.
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
pow! You're mine.
Thousand gales!
You're finished.
Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Slide. Here I come. Slide. It's on. This on for size.
Now!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
See that?
That training's paying off.
You are in good shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
We managed to pull through. No backing down!
Eat this.
I'm on it!
You're mine. Slide. No escape. You're finished. Healing circle! Here I go! That's swallow blade! Watch it! Swallow blade! We did it! Here I come!
Freezing storm!
I'm not done! You're finished! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I know fine weapon material when I see it. Should this really be here?
No backing down! Swallow blade!
This one's mine!
Swallow blade! Whirlwind thrust! Slash! Swallow blade! Slash! Eagle fly! Swallow blade! Take this!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Cut! Slash! First strike! Swallow blade! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Hey, new equipment!
Everywhere you look, it's nothing but green, green, and more green.
Just like Calag.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Freezing storm!
Slash!
Here's the radiant! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Swallow blade! Take this!
Water for the stockpile!
Slash!
Swallow blade! Tear you to shreds!
I'm on it!
Swallow blade!
Wait a how?
Let me take the rest of them!
Well, someone's feeling lively. Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Thank goodness we won.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Alright, boss fight.
It's crazy. I've never seen anything like these plants before. It's like they're an invasive species. Not that I'm surprised. Calaglia's all dry and Cislodia is...
Watch out! The hell? Is that a Zoogle? That thing is huge! Everyone, be careful!
Why can't these dumb plants just keep to themselves?
Less whining and more fighting, thanks.
Yeah, I got you.
What? The enemy is over there.
Arrow squall! One more time!
Swallow blade!
Sleep now.
I'll be saving this
Here I
one.
go.
And again! Mega
Sleep
ray!
now.
This
Swallow
one's
blade!
easy. A freezing storm!
Damn it! I can't get close enough to hit the main body!
Let's start by taking out the tentacles.
Ice tornado!
Vanquish
Slash!
Darker.
Here I
Freezing
come!
storm!
Slash! No escape!
Ice tornado!
Slash!
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Light axe magic is there. Air thrust.
Swallow blade. Rising Wyvern.
Tear you to shreds.
Mirage. First strike.
I'm sorry to be a bother. Need all that. Yes, ma'am. I'm not feeling so great.
Try harder.
Sacred darkness. Go.
Thanks.
You're mine.
Swallow blade. You're mine.
Firmament render. Arrow squall.
Here I come.
We are freaking invincible.
Falcon and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
We're thinning them out.
We? More like me.
I'll admit I'm impressed. Very slight.
Enough done.
This one's mine.
Strike.
Lightning raging cascade.
Swallow blade. Take this. Okay. Here I go. Strike. It's over.
Oh, quit staring and concentrate on the fight.
I don't take orders from you.
Working great.
Full speed ahead.
Hey, wait for law.
You're finished. Eat dirt.
I'm all stuffed up.
Strike.
May a
Swallow
thousand
blade.
gales tear you to shreds.
I'm not done. Swallow blade. You're finished.
Take my
Swallow blade. Strike. Here I come.
Release in the wind. Thrust. Not gonna escape my
Swallow blade.
It's in the sky, it's mine. None shall escape my
Swallow blade.
fate.
Here I come.
I never miss.
Strike. Swallow blade. No escape.
Carve through armor.
There.
First strike. Swallow blade.
Hear me. Flame
It's
of
on.
fury.
Burst.
How's it going, Martin? He's in. It's
I'm
been a
starting
while.
to get that it's a trap
Easier
theory again,
starting.
guys.
Starting
just
Tales of
pray you're
Rise.
wrong.
Peggy.
There's that cat.
The
Looks like it's
PS5
not
version.
done leading us yet.
100% it.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now. Check out these biceps. Pretty glorious, right?
Why are guys so obsessed with their muscles?
Because these puppies...
I'm gonna try to 100% it again and also do the DLC.
Should we really be lighting a campfire in the middle of a forest?
You scared of starting a fire? As long as we put it out thoroughly afterwards, we'll be fine. Really, it's a good thing to have a fire here. It'll keep the Zoogles away.
Have you both forgotten what we've come out here to do?
I'll let them relax.
I'm gonna love the DLC. I'm gonna look forward to this.
That was nothing.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
I gotta
Shouldn't
talk
you
to
be
Shion.
resting?
I wanted to talk with you for a bit.
I don't really want to talk right now.
Right. I'll, stop bothering you then.
I didn't say you were bothering me. Sorry.
At the ending, needs a
Don't
lot of
take
questions.
it personally. I'm just not used to being around other people, so
Honestly,
I
if
don't really
they
know how to
if they leave like a
chit-chat.
cliffhanger,
Well, for a start, you
they
let your guard down a
might
little. Hey,
make a
here's a
Tales of
thought.
Rise 2 me.
What if you tell me about your childhood?
What with my thorns and all, I didn't really have one. Not to speak of, anyway. Although,
Well, it's
I
been a
guess
while
I did
since
have
they
one
made
friend.
a Tales game since Tales of
Who was it?
Rise.
A really old doll.
Oh.
When I was a little girl, the doll was the only thing I could touch and hold without worrying about my thorns hurting it. I would do things like dress it up or sit it on my lap when I was eating. The two of us were practically inseparable.
Can I ask something?
Is it about the fact that I played with dolls?
No, it isn't. I only wanted to ask who gave you the doll in the first place.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Where is it now?
I had to leave it behind when I left Lenegus. I didn't have a choice. Most likely it's long gone at this point.
The Tales of Luminaria? Oh, that's iOS. That's the last one.
I think it's time we go to sleep.
Didn't that service go
Morning.
down though?
Ready to head out?
I don't know if Bandai Namco is gonna be. So between game coming out now, Tales of Arise amounted to 3 million copies sold. Gotta work later. Alright, no problem, Martin. I appreciate you stopping in, bro. Definitely always appreciate you stopping in. Hope you have a wonderful night. Hope you have a good day at work.
This had better not all be for nothing.
Somehow I doubt it'll be a wasted trip.
Really? Whatever you say, I guess. Let's follow.
You know, for a guard, you're not too good at tailing people. Not to brag, but this kind of thing is my specialty.
So it really is you. When Law told us, I almost didn't believe it.
I'm just surprised you could do two things at once, Law.
What's that supposed to mean?
It looks like somebody needs to be put in their place.
The one time I wanted to resolve things peacefully. What the hell? I thought you wanted us to leave!
You'll never make me talk.
Not helpful. In fact, you're pretty damn stubborn, you know that?
It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
Watch this!
None shall escape my judgment. Here's a healing
Rip and fire!
guess I win.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Swallow blade!
Here's the mine!
Here I come! Slash! No escape! Eat dirt! It's over!
Ready and rare! Eat this! The enemy is doing all out! Cyan is watching!
Armor won't save you!
Magna Ray!
Swallow blade! Take this!
Eat this!
Swallow blade! Evil side!
I'm out of it! I'm out of
Here! Discharge! Swallow blade! Throw away! Stuck!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Lightning orb! Radiant hurricane! Feel!
Evil side! Here I come!
I'm out of ammo! If it's in the sky, it's mine! I'm on a roll now! Here, let me help!
This one's all mine!
Lightning raging cascade!
Ignite!
Do it! Dance to the wind! Astral energy!
Say no more!
What's your deal, huh? Did Dohalim put you up to this? You send us away and then come to finish us off? I don't buy it.
I wonder. We came here following a black cat. What reason could you have for tagging along? Certainly not as a spy.
You think she might have business with whoever called us out here?
And even if she did, I highly doubt she was trying to keep us from harm. Am I wrong? Just who was it that led us out here? Answer me.
Are you serious?
Hold your horses. I'm the one who summoned you all here. Well, maybe not all. Nice of you to drop by, Kisara. It's been a while.
You two know each other?
Hello, brother.
So, you're the big heroes who liberated Calaglia and Cislodia, huh? It's an honor to meet you all.
We didn't do it all on our own. We had a lot of support from others along the way.
So, wait, Kisara's your sister?
Yep, that she is. The only family I have left. She was the dreamer of the two of us, full of hope for the future of this realm, for both Danans and Renans alike.
For siblings, you two don't exactly look like your arms.
That's because Miguel here is a traitor. Isn't that right? We were in the Guard together. That is, until he was caught plotting to assassinate His Excellency Lord Dohalim. He took off after that.
Is that true?
You still believe that's what happened?
I don't see why I shouldn't.
Even if the truth slapped you in the face, you'd reject it. Same as back then. Heck, even now I'm still working to serve Lord Dohalim.
More lies. You haven't changed.
Before Lord Dohalim came to power, This country was ruled by an oppressive regime. We lost both of our parents to it. Back in those days, there were countless Danon children who had been orphaned by the Renan's tyranny, just like us. So we formed our own families among ourselves and helped each other out, surviving as best we could. And then Lord Dohalim came along. He abolished the oppression that kept us down, and the Danons were treated like people again. Menencia was reborn under his watch, and orphaned children became a thing of the past.
If so, then why did you betray him?
I'm not done talking. I'm sure you know the Renans are trying to harvest astral energy from us Danons.
Yes. Shion here told me that's how they decide their next sovereign.
That's right. There are 5 types of astral energy: earth, water, fire, wind, and light. All of them are contained within every living being.
And that's the excuse they use to enslave us.
You ever wondered what happens to living beings and other matter when they lose all their astral energy?
They just die, or so I thought.
If only. See for yourselves.
What the... Is that... metal?
Not metal, but to be honest, your guess is as good as mine. I believe it's... nothing. Matter with no physical form. Just a reminder of what was once there. They call it the hollowing.
The hollowing?
The process itself is invisible to the naked eye, but it makes the impacted area reflective. Once it consumes my whole body, that's it for me. I'm dead.
What? That can't... Miguel... When were you going to...
A sinister plot is unfolding as we speak. One Lord Dohalim is likely none the wiser to. It was blind luck I even found out about it. I tried to warn the man for all the good it did. Take a look at this. It's called the Fruit of Helgen. When a Danon eats this fruit, their body enters a heightened state, one that causes them to emit more astral energy than usual.
Hold on. Could this be the reason Alphen and Law were feeling out of sorts last night after we ate with Dohalim?
Sounds like you've been introduced to these things before. None too surprising either. Most of the realm's food supply contains traces of the fruit.
If that's what we ate, does that mean we'll become hollowed like your hand?
You don't need to worry. You'd have to consume a large amount of the fruit regularly to exhibit any symptoms.
But if that's the case, then why aren't I showing any symptoms? Why would you be inflicted and not me?
If I had to guess, because the guards' meals are free of it. Otherwise, they'd risk Lord Dohalim noticing. I tried to warn him, but all it got me was locked up. They force-fed me the fruit the entire time I was in chains. It's a miracle I made it out. They eventually left me for dead, thinking I would succumb to my condition. But I survived and managed to escape.
So the assassination plot, just a cover-up?
What?
Eventually, I found others like me, and together we founded the Gold Dust Cats. Our mission is to uncover the truth and warn Lord Dohalim. As you can see, though, we haven't gotten very far in that regard. But I'm hoping that's about to change, now you're here.
Which is all thanks to your faithful feline servant.
It was a shot in the dark, but fortunately you recognized her for what she was. and Zare accomplished her mission with flying colors.
So what's our plan of attack, boss?
One of the Lord's routine inspections of the city. It's the only time commoners can talk to him face to face. That's the idea, anyway. His security is bound to be on high alert. So with you lot along, it's the best chance we're going to get to approach him.
All right, we're in. But I have to know, how do you keep going with all you've been through? How have you not given up hope?
Hey, someone has to fight for the future of the Danans here.
The future?
Lord Dohalim may be a wonderful person, but in the end, he's still a lord like any other. And lords can be replaced. Once the current contest is over, the next lord of Elba Menancia will take over. Then it'll be back to square one for all of us. That's why it's imperative Lord Dohalim sees the light.
You really believe Dohalim is going to stick his neck out for a Danon like you?
Is it so impossible to imagine? Everything begins with a simple leap of faith.
Nice to see you again, Kisar. Look, yo, so you've been working with, Meagle all along. Know each other then? Yeah, you could say she and I, go way back, though I haven't seen her since we founded the Gold Dust Cats. What are you doing in your little gang anyway? Exactly what Miguel told you. We're trying to uncover the truth of the conspiracy plaguing Mencia and save those caught up in it. Funny how life turns out, huh? We used to compete for Miguel's attention, only for you to get picked to join him in the guard. I used to really envy you for that. But how the tables have turned. Now you're at odds with him and I'm the one who gets to help him out. Everyone has to grow up sometime. Look you. Maybe so, but that doesn't mean having to turn your back on who you used to be. You can change, Kisar. I heard about Miguel's plan to assassinate Lord Dohalim. He ran when he failed. I searched for him to get answers, but he never showed his face to me. You figure if he wasn't guilty, he wouldn't have run away. But he did, and it's because he's a coward. A coward who betrayed me and both. After all that, you expect me to just believe it's all some conspiracy, bygones be bygones? It's alright, settle down. I understand how confused you must be, how doubtful of your brother. But we're doing all this precisely to keep that dream alive. Please trust us on this. Even that sort of shape Miguel's in. He won't say it, but time's running out for. Can't you put your differences aside and talk to him as siblings again like you used to? Just this one? You're right, maybe I should. Sorry, I've really talked your ears off, haven't I? Must be a lot to take in all at once. You're welcome to rest here for today if you like.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'll take you up on that. Miguel. Eagle. Eagle. You like to stay the night? East.
Huh? Uh-huh. Can't sleep?
And you?
I woke up randomly and couldn't fall back asleep. I'll go back to bed once I get tired again.
How's your shoulder?
Huh? My shoulder? Oh, you mean where Dohalim smacked me? It feels a little off, but... it's fine. I'll manage.
Doesn't look like it's gotten much better. I'll give you some more healing. That should do the trick.
Hey, yeah, you're right. That feels much better. Thanks, Shion.
I've been thinking about what happened, and I was out of line. I know it takes more than a couple of bullets to bring down a lord.
Forget about it. It's fine now. We all got out of there safe, and now you've healed me up too. We're going to take down all the lords. That was the promise we made, right?
Yeah, I guess. But there was one other thing I wanted to ask you. Back at the palace, Law said you took that hit because you were worried about me. What was it you were worried about?
That's... kinda hard to explain.
Just tell me.
Well, for one, if we lost you, I wouldn't be able to use the blazing sword anymore.
Obviously.
But more important than that, I guess I just couldn't let you die. Honestly, I think that's all there is to it.
There you go saying stuff like that again. You never learn, do you?
Alright, after this cutscene, I'm gonna end stream. Don't touch him. Don't do it.
Anyway, it's necessary so we can fulfill our promise, right?
Right.
Ooh.
Glad you remember that much.
You okay? Anyway, I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Sleep well. What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I sent Kisara back to town under the cover of night.
You do realize that she was searching for you all this time, right?
I wonder why. She never could let things go, ever since we were kids. Maybe she was keeping an eye on you all because she thought you might cause trouble. I wouldn't be surprised.
Do we need to be worried about her? She could easily report us.
Even if we could have kept her here, it would have just raised more suspicion. Besides, I want to believe in her.
More leaps of faith, huh?
Once we make our move, I'll send Zare to come fetch you again. Until then, stay close and try not to wander off too far.
Guess we're waiting on word from Miguel for the time being.
Let's go out somewhere then. Twiddling my thumbs isn't my style.
I'm going with you if you are. If I let you people go unsupervised, you'd probably wind up too far out for Miguel's news to reach.
Oh, come on. We're not children.
How about you make like the rest of the city and play nice for once?
Use live. Alright, I'm gonna end off there. I have a long day tomorrow. Oh, man. Yeah, like 2 hours ago. Yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow early in the morning. I need some form of sleep. I was gonna go for like till like 9:30. Like a long day. How's it going on, Papa? I seen you on First Ascendant or Boomer with a J. Who has a J? Alright. Hey, you started Elden Ring today? Alright, let's go, Papa. Nice. Surprised that you're starting off with Elden Ring. Have you ever played any of the Dark Souls games? Actually, we're gonna read someone that is playing Elden Ring. Actually, Elden Ring is actually a good game. Alright. I'm gonna end up there. Elden Ring is trash? How's it trash? I don't know how it's trash, but okay. You think Dark Souls is trash? It's basically the same thing. Same mechanics. You might be talking about another game. Dark Souls 2 was fun. More than any other game combined with From Software. I think they're making a Bloodborne 2, if I'm mistaken. We are rating Kakarot. Alright. I don't think Elden Ring's that bad. Not even with the updates. Fixed the bug issue. Also with the DLC too. I need to get some medicine. Get rid of this cough. Alright. I got the person's link already copied. Hopefully you guys take it easy. Hopefully you guys have a great night. Oh, definitely. I definitely need that. I'll have a long day tomorrow. Got 8 hours tomorrow and then 8 hours Saturday, and not sure about next week. See. We'll see if I stream next week. I'm not sure. Because it's going to be a long week. See what my schedule is. So, much be just working much non-stop after Sunday. Whenever my day off is. Next week. Alright, you guys take it easy. Much love. Thank you guys for that 6 likes on the stream. Peace.